Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this tutorial, I am going to discuss how we validate the JSON schema in the REST assured library. Okay, so this is very useful feature. But before moving on the JSON schema validation, first let me explain and what is the JSON schema. Okay, how this will work. So JSON schema is describe your existing data format. So this will give you a data format like here there is a JSON schema, JSON file, right? JSON content, and here you can see this is the JSON. Here ID equal to we are getting some numeric value. So this is the integer type. Okay, similar type. This category is a object type, JSON object. Why this is JSON object? Because this is started into curly brackets. Okay, and this has some properties. So this is the JSON object. Next, ID has the key and value. Okay, so this is the property of the category object, and in this property this ID type equal to integer because we are getting integer. Similar type here, that if you talk about the name data is in string data type. Okay, and this is also name equal to string, and this is coming directly at root, so not under category. Category has only two field property, one is ID, second is the name. Similar type here you can see photo URL. Photo URL is a array type. Okay, why array type? Because this is coming in a square bracket. So anything in JSON that is coming in the contains square bracket, that is a array type, and curly bracket, that is an object. Okay, so this tag is also array type. This has two properties, ID as well as the name. ID is integer type and name is the string type, and this is the status. So JSON schema will represent the format of the existing data. Clear human and machine readable documentation. Clearly, we can read this human, machine, and readable format. Complete structure validation. So this will help us to validate the complete structure of a JSON response data, and this is very useful in automation testing. Similar type, when the client submitted data, and at server side we can also validate like we are getting the correct response. Okay, so if the so these will be useful from both side in automation point of view. Also, when we send the request and request received at server level, so there developer is also validating the JSON schema, we are sending the correct JSON format data. Okay, so now let me move and show you how we validate the JSON schema in our REST API automation framework. Okay, so first of all, we need to make sure like what is the JSON schema. So maybe when you are working, then your client will provide the JSON schema because we don't know what is the JSON schema, right? What is the response structure? So all those will be provided by the client, and if they are not providing, they are providing just expected JSON response, right? So we can convert this response into the JSON schema. How we convert JSON to JSON schema? Okay, we will find out some online link. Click on this. Okay, you will get like this. Okay, paste here your JSON and submit. So this will generate the schema. Okay, now you can see here the schema as we discussed. So first level is object type. Okay, so this is the object type. It started from curly bracket, and these are the properties. So it has direct ID, category, name, photo URL, tags, and status. These are the properties which are coming direct under the root object. Okay, so first properties, it contains ID, type equal to integer. Second is the category. Okay, its type is object. It's the object type, and this is again has a few properties. Okay, like ID, name, and these are the required field. We can add here required. Next is the name equal to type. Okay, and name and this type equal to string. So this is a photo URL. Its type is array. Arrays photo URL is array type. This you can see this one. Okay, and this is the item you can see here. This is also contains array type, and type equal to this tag equal to array type, and it has item. You can see these id and name are both are the required field, and this is the status type is string, and all these are the required field we can mention here, mandatory field. And if any field which are not required, we will not remove, we can remove here. So the best way we can get these details from the developers or from the clients, they will provide the JSON schema, and accordingly then we will validate, because we are not sure which fields are mandatory. Here we are converting from the existing response, right? We are not sure which field is mandatory. So if we will get the client or developers, that will be good and useful. Now copy this schema. When you receive the schema, copy the schema and add in your project. Like I am going to add under the SRC test resources. So create one file. Let me create pet JSON schema dot JSON. Finish this. Okay. Now paste here. Now this JSON schema is pasted here. Okay. So our next step, how if we want to validate the rest assured, in rest assured, we require one additional jar file. Okay. What jar file we require? This is the rest assured JSON schema validation. Just search rest assured schema validation. Maybe you will get one link, IO rest assured. Okay, JSON schema. Click on this link and go to the latest version. Click on this and copy the version here. Okay, return back to your project and paste this in pom.xml file. Paste here. Okay, so I have pasted here the JSON schema dependencies in pom.xml file. So this jar file automatically added in your project. Okay, so now you can see this is the API which I have automated, the post API. When I send the request, then we will get the response. So I am not going in depth this method, because this I have already created and discussed in the previous example, how we send the post request and how we validate the response. Now I am going to add one more thing, how we validate the response JSON schema. Okay, so if I run this, then this will add the data into the database, like and return the response like this. Okay, so now next is we need to validate the response JSON schema. So we require to include some jar file. So jar file I have already included. Now we need to import the class. So first of all, let me show what class we require to import. So click on the import static io.rest assured library. Go to this module JBS. Okay, then here go to the JSON schema validation. Then there is a matcher class method, matches JSON schema in class path. Import this. Okay, so I'm importing this in a static way. So static method we can directly call. Go to your here in response. So we have response object which will hold the data. Okay, data we are getting in response. Okay, response, then call then method, then call the body. Okay, here in body we pass this method, and in within method we need to pass the file name JSON schema. Save this. Let me copy this path. Okay, and we can pass in this here. So this will be automatically validate the JSON schema. Okay, now let me execute the test. Yeah, you can see the test is passed, right? Okay, so let me make some changes in the JSON schema and show you if this is passed. Now I'm going to convert this as a string data type. Okay, so it should be written into the like response as a integer value, but I am changing in our schema validation as a string. So this will validate string against the integer. So now let me run and you will see the errors. Yeah, now test is failed. Why test is failed? Because we are getting the response validation, some issue. Okay, so like level is error. This is the load URI. Okay, pointer equal to ID. So here I am getting the validation failure. So validation, its type is integer. So we are getting the integer in response, but we are expecting the string data type. Okay, so now that's why this is failing. And this complete response you can also see here. Okay, so now if your JSON schema in JSON schema file, if the properties at type is missing are different, what we are getting response, then that will fail. Okay. Also, you can add some update something here. Like I am going to add one more uh, required field like pets name. Okay, let me run because this is a required field, right? So this will check in response if pet name is coming or not. If not coming, then it will again fail. So because I have mentioned that is mandatory field, so that is not available here in response, so we will get the failure. Okay, so let me show. If you scroll above, you will get the error. Validation for the keyword required. Okay, these are the required fields we are expecting. Okay, but this is the missing. Why this is missing? Because this is not coming in response, and we have added in our schema validation schema file. So now you can see here, if anything what we have mentioned in schema that is mismatch, then this will not pass. So if I remove the mandatory field status from the required field, right? So in that case, now this is optional. If we are not getting, the test will not fail. Or if we are getting, then in that case, test will also work. Okay, so now you can see the pass. I have removed here from the required field section. So that means this is our optional. If this is found in response, there will be no issue. And if this is not available in response, then test will not fail. Okay, so now hope this will help you to understand what is the schema and how we validate in the rest assured library, and what is the benefit of validating the schema. Okay, thanks for watching the video.